Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Manning coming to you from my home here in Columbus. I want to thank all my loyal viewers for tuning out there on YouTube land here tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I'm so glad to have everybody with us. So basically, I'm going to jump right into it. If you had the chance to watch the NFL preseason action here tonight, the Chicago Bears beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 20-19. The next important game coming up is Monday night on ESPN. The Cleveland Browns play the Washington Redskins out in the D.C. area. So who will get the start for the Browns? Will it be Hoyer or Manziel? We'll find out on Monday night. Also, in other news tonight, I also got some news concerning all you Tony Stewart fans out there. Tony Stewart will not race at Michigan this weekend. Stewart announced his decision in a statement on Thursday. His plans for the rest of the season have not yet been determined. Jeff Burton will drive the number 14 Chevrolet in Michigan this weekend. Also, Kevin Ward Jr.'s funeral was on Thursday. He died of blunt force trauma. There was also a memorial service at his old high school as well here today. My prayers go out to the family of Kevin Ward Jr. I hope you folks recover from that. I know it's a bad experience. My prayers are also with Tony Stewart that he'll be able to recover from this. But my advice to you, Tony, I would recommend you go ahead and sit out the rest of the season. Make sure you have everything in order before you get back into a race car. Because I don't know, if you try to get into a race car too soon, I'm afraid you'll have bad memories and something crazy will happen. So my recommendation to you, Tony, I would go ahead and sit out the rest of the season, let it play out, and see how the police investigation goes. Because I've been told it will go on for at least another 2 weeks by my understanding. I could be wrong. I don't know. The police department has already said, the police department where the accident happened has already said there was nothing criminal happened. The district attorney has hired somebody to just make extra sure of that. So just go ahead, Tony, sit out the rest of the season, let everything play out, and make sure and just basically make sure everything's in order, is what I'm trying to say. Also, in other news tonight, the Kansas City Royals beat the best team in Major League Baseball today, the Oakland Athletics, today 7-3. Kansas City won their 10th game out of 11. The Royals scored 5 runs in the 7th inning. They did not let Jared Dyson's defensive miscues slow them down. Dyson drove in the tying run, while Nori Akisaki and Billy Butler each drove in 2 tonight. So the Royals are still in first place in the American League Central by a half game, and we'll have to wait and see what happens from there here in the next couple weeks. The Pittsburgh Pirates lost to the Detroit Tigers. Speaking of the Tigers today, the Tigers won today 5-2 as Max Scherzer struck out 14 batters this afternoon. Both Scherzer and manager Brad Ausmus knew early on that something special might be happening. Scherzer looks like to have regained his Cy Young form earlier this season after a span of 6 starts in the middle of the year when he posted a 6.68 ERA. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here. I've got some other scores for you tonight. Tampa Bay beat Texas 6-3 tonight. The Cardinals were winners tonight over the Padres 4-3. The Rockies beat the Reds tonight 7-3. The Dodgers beat the Braves tonight 6-4. Milwaukee beat Chicago 5-2. Boston beat Houston tonight 9-4. The Nationals beat the Mets 4-1. And Miami beat Arizona 5-4 in extra innings. The game went 10 innings. As far as playoff race, as far as division races go, Baltimore leads Toronto by 7.5. The Central, Kansas City leads by half game over Detroit. Oakland leads the West by 2 over Los Angeles. And in the National League East, the Nationals lead the Braves by 6. Milwaukee leads by 2 over St. Louis and 2.5 over Pittsburgh. And out west, the Dodgers lead the Giants by 5.5. Also, in other news today, in the world of baseball, Rob Manfred has been elected to be the next commissioner of Major League Baseball. He is going to be the 10th commissioner of Major League Baseball. The 55-year-old Manfred, who has worked for the Major League Baseball organization and roles with over even increasing authority since 1998, will take over for Bud Selig on January 25th of next year. Manfred beat out Boston Red Sox chairman Tom Werner in the first contested vote in 46 years. So with that in mind, my congratulations go out to Mr. Manfred, or soon to be Commissioner Manfred. My apologies there. And also to Mr. Manfred, sir, you're going to have some big shoes to fill. Bud Selig was one of the best sports commissioners we've had in a long time. I think Bud Selig he's a great man. He's a great commissioner. Look what he's done for the game. He brought on the wild card playoffs. He expanded the divisions to include a wild card playoff, a division series. He's expanded instant replay. And he's also expanded the. He's also trying to. He's also brought on instant replay. He's trying to come up with more ways to expand it. So basically, Mr. Manfred, you're gonna have some big shoes to fill, and Easy even said it. So Rob Manfred, congratulations to you and Orbit for being named the next commissioner of Major League Baseball. And finally tonight, on a much brighter note, the Little League World Series got underway today in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Moments after Chicago, Illinois beat Linwood, Washington on Thursday in the game, in their game. He had to, Pierce Jones had to turn his phone off. I didn't want to deal with all the notifications. Jones said. Pierce Jones had 3 home runs and 4 RBIs in Jackie Robinson West 12-2 victory today, and Chicago finally has something to cheer about. With everything in the world that's been going on the west side of Chicago, with the murder, with them having the highest murder rate in the country, the city needs something good to happen. And who would have thought a bunch of little leaguers would be the ones to provide that? Now, I have heard rumors that he is 15 years old. I don't know that for sure. Reports have said that the rules say you have to be 12. You have to be under 12. I think between 10 and 12. I'm not sure of the exact rules. If somebody knows the exact rules of Little League Baseball in the Little League World Series on the age that you have to be, please send that to me. Because I don't know, but I've heard about he is. They said Little League is under the age of 12. I think between 10 and 12. I'm not sure. So if you have that information, please send it to me. So this way I can pass it along to you, along to the rest of the viewers. Now, do you remember the Danny Almonte incident a few years ago in the Little League World Series when he turned out to be 14 years old? In that city of New York, wherever that town was, they lost their Little League charter over that. I would hate to see that happen to these kids. But anyway, Pierce Jones, congratulations. You get my Star of the Night award, and you really did something special for today. So, with that in mind, I'll keep you up to date on what's going to happen with Tony Stewart. We got some Major League pennant races going on. We got preseason football action in the National Football League going on right now. So, I am going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight on YouTube land. If you have any questions, or if you want to drop me a comment or drop me a line, I am on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Google+. And I want to thank all of my loyal viewers for tuning in. So with that in mind, this is Scott Manning saying good night, good luck, and fate. And I thank you, and good